What's up, people? My name is Timmy Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
Elevated TV radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen, get entertained. There's nothing like listening to Elevated TV radio. It's fun. You are listening to Elevated TV radio. Elevated TV radio. We dare to lead. Get entertained. There's nothing like listening to Elegbete TV radio. It's fun.
Yeah, good morning and welcome to this first buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Dafe Matthew, so you love to comedy Elegbete One of Sports. It's a lovely time to be alive. I always love to say that. I don't take the gift of life for granted, no matter how terrible bad things might be, no matter all the rumors of war, coup, fighting all over the place. Stay in your place of peace, okay? You're still alive, you're still healthy. There's no bomb dropping in your place yet. Don't, create fear that doesn't exist. Just to mess your whole life up. Don't panic unnecessarily. Don't put anxiety in front of you and live for it every day. Don't anticipate trouble. Just live and know that the fact that you're alive today, you should look at all the good things that are possible and focus on that. That's a whole lot to talk about on the sporting plantation today. Football is upon us. Yes, the league is starting in 2 days' time. Starting tomorrow actually. Man City playing against Wolves. I've always said that the Premier League is a scripted league. People say I don't know what I'm saying. Arsenal is starting the season with Nottingham Forest that beat them the last team to beat them in the Premier League last season. Come on. These things are planned. These things are scripted. Nobody's going to tell me something otherwise. Burnley that was beating blue, black, and red in the cup game by Man City, that is coached by the former captain and City legend, yes, Vincent Company, all of a sudden are starting at home and playing against Manchester City. I mean, what script could be better than that? Again, West Ham have taken the decision that their solution lies in Harry Maguire. And I like the way the English media, I think I'm learning from the English media. Nobody knows it all. Every day you have to learn. Even if you're like the best, there is a new paradigm that will come, a new page that will be turned that you have to start afresh. And I think I'm learning quite a lot from the English media. And you might ask what that is. You see how the English media have analyzed the movement of Harry Maguire to West Ham. They made it look like Manchester United does not play a system that suits his style of play. And this is going to be the first player in the history of football that a club needs to play a system. I thought that the defender, you're centre back. I don't know that it's a system that made him score all those own goals. It's a system that made him make all those poor decisions. I didn't know, but now they're saying West Ham plays three at the back and it's going to play on the left side of the three at the back, and it's going to do extremely well. If you listen to all the talk from Talk Sports to Sky Sports to TNT to CBS, all the BT Sports and the rest of them, and I listen to all of these guys. And that's all they are saying. And then again, also to talk about the fact that Harry Kane leaving England would be bad. And then they now brought in the statistics that they can't remember the last time an England captain was playing outside of England. Come on. I love the English press. I love the English media for how they do their things. I just hope that we could also learn that. Yes, this is my lovely Bendel insurance jersey. I take pride in wearing it. I bought it for 20K, so it's not really a roadside jersey. This is the original copy as far as I'm concerned, and I enjoy wearing it. Okay, you could also pick a team in the league and wear their jersey. You never can tell what happens when I wear this jersey and I pass through airport. That's when I really enjoy it. Like I'm passing through airport, they say, which club it is? Which club? I say it's Bendel Insurance. Bendel Insurance of Benin. I justify like this. Yeah, I like it. It just have the Nigerian coat of arms here, the first tax 77, which is Quinidia's logo anyway. But they made it the first tax 77 logo, the image of Quinidia, and the whole lot, the design. I know it's made by a Danish company, but I mean, I don't care. 14, it's a Danish company that I know. I mean, I was in that region, so I should know that. And all the beauty that comes with it. And the Nigerian League is also, warming up to start a week or two after. I think a week or two after the Premier League start. The Championship started last weekend. The Uzezi, you were supposed to come and pick up your jersey. I think who took that Liverpool jersey from me? Somebody took that Liverpool jersey. But I'm gonna get you another one. The thing is, you're always not coming my way. So sometimes that's why I don't get the feeling. But now that you reminded me, okay, after my show, I'm going to make an order. I'm going to tell somebody to bring a Liverpool jersey. Do you want your name on it? You want visuals by Uzezi, or what do you want me to put on your jersey? Let me know what you want me to put on your jersey, and then we'll work on that. I'm talking to only Uzezi, my brother, and not any other person. So I'm not doing a giveaway. This is a conversation that I've run up to 2 seasons now. Well, let's come back to the conversation that we're having. So there's a whole lot of talking point. Neymar, I've been told you have been declared personal. He says Uzezi is fine. All right, thank you very much, Uzezi. I appreciate that. Neymar, I've been told by the Paris Saint-Germain hierarchy that you have been declared persona non grata. If you know a Latin-speaking person, ask them what that means. If you know a lawyer, lawyers always know Latin. So ask the person what it means. Your contract is still valid, but we are hoping that you get somebody to buy you in the region of 50 to 70 million, and then we will let you go. That's what Paris Saint-Germain have told him. But we don't have plans for you next season, just the same way we don't have plans for Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe on his own side is a lot more powerful. Well, Neymar is also powerful because in the case of Neymar doesn't even bother whether he play or he not play. So far, pay me my money, and when I want to go for my holiday, I can go. So it's Paris Saint-Germain's loss, and it is the players' gain as far as I'm concerned. January is not far from here. January, obviously, Mbappe can officially sign a contract with Real Madrid, a pre-contract with Real Madrid, waiting for June. I think that it's not going to be much of a deal. Neymar also said he's open to moving to Saudi Arabia only on one condition. The condition that whoever signs him will loan him for 1 season to play in FC Barcelona. That he still think he wants to give Barcelona 1 more season, and he also wants to play under Xavi. I don't know what that means, but it's one of those things. I went back to watching Triple S, the return of Xander Cage, a couple of days ago, and I just remember that okay, Neymar have this thing all figured out. His Hollywood status might kick in, and then again, people talking about how Hollywood is bad right now. I really don't know whether Hollywood is a place. It used to be a dream. Like everybody, I want to go to Hollywood. I'm going to be part of. That is the zenith. Like European football is the zenith of club football. People doing movies want to go to Hollywood, but the way we're hearing all this control, poisoning, killing each other, melting people's brain, especially off the cuff of what happened with Jamie Foxx, it's almost impossible for anybody to even think about that right now. Like I've always said anyway, build your own empire. Stop hiring other people's empire. Create your own circle. Stop trying to get into other people's circle, because at the end of the day, you don't know what they sacrificed together. You don't know the deal, the agreement that they made, and whatever, deity or God or whatever they have made an agreement with, or confraternity that they made an agreement with. You just might come in blind and become the sacrificial lamb. Well, one question that I'd like to throw here is Saudi Arabia disrupting football. Okay, so we'll get Mike Emenalo to answer that question. Mike Emenalo was with our friend. Yeah, I interviewed him the other time. Darren Lewis is a man of many parts. He works with CNN, works with Sky Sports, works with Daily Mail. It's not the Swan, the Sports Writers Guild in England. It's not their head, the leader of the group. And I reached out to him. I would like to use that interview. He said, okay, go ahead. And then I'm going to use Darren Lewis' interview of our very own Michael Emenalo, who spent 10 years with Chelsea to build that to join Roman Abramovich to build that empire that became an all-conquering Roman army. And this time he's been demanded, he's been requested to come to Saudi Arabia and be in charge of players recruitment. So he's in charge of player recruitment for the PIF and for the Saudi Arabian League. And he's got so much to say when he spoke with Darren Lewis. I'll come to that, but let's go to the news and get our minds prepared with all the stories that are making the rounds. Whatever questions or notions you have, the season is coming, so you must have questions. Please put it on the comment section on Instagram or on the YouTube channel, the comment section. I would give it my all. I mean, this show is your show, so I owe it to you. Where did he go wrong with Romelu Lukaku? I mean, guys, talk to me what you know. It's not something that I can say, I know everything now. Where did he go wrong with Romelu Lukaku? How did he go from being one of the brightest potential, one of the guys, from baby Drogba to when you thought, okay, it's arrived now, it's going to be the new Drogba, and then all these things that are happening to him. Come on, somebody give him a break and tell me what happened. What's just happened? Juventus fans stormed in training pitch, stormed the pitch in a training match to protest against Romelu Lukaku. Okay, the searing honest and scattering outcry against Juventus' interest in Lukaku was matched by vehement support for current striker Dusan Vlahovic, who Chelsea have this summer been keen on signing in a part exchange deal. Juventus fans consistently applauded Vlahovic during the game, which the senior team won 8-0. It comes after the Curva Sud Ultra group unfurled a banner telling Lukaku to stay away, which read, "Lukaku, stay in Milan. We already have a second goalkeeper." Now, the reason for that, remember in the Champions League finals, Inter Milan versus Manchester City, Lukaku inadvertently diverted a goalbound ball by blocking it. Okay, so the mocking message refers to the Champions League finals when Lukaku accidentally blocked Roberto Dimarco's goalbound effort in their 1-0 defeat to Manchester City. Sorry about that one. Harry Maguire's £30 million West Ham move is the perfect outcome for all parties. Man United gets off the book in heavy earner. West Ham, played to his strength. And I'm wondering, guys, what's the strength of Harry Maguire? What's the strength? Because, I mean, he went from Harry Maguire to auto tenor, bass, auto treble, tenor, whatever. Because he went from Harry Maguire to Harry Maguire. So I don't understand what West Ham plays to his strength. West Ham almost got relegated last season, where they won the what's that in Conference League? Okay, UEFA Conference League. So West Ham played to his strength, and even England boss Gareth Southgate is happy. Okay, what now appears to be the end of Harry Maguire's career at Manchester United has made for rather uncomfortable viewing. Shorn of United captaincy and much of the confidence at the Allegiant Stadium in Nevada 10 days ago, Maguire was openly lambasted in front of his teammates and more than 50,000 spectators by new goalkeeper Andre Onana after giving up a chance to Borussia Dortmund. Never mind that he helped set up a late equalizer for a shadow side put out by Erik ten Hag. Later in preseason, Maguire was cast as the fall guy again. Okay, but when Andre Onana, I know that Andre Onana, he can't go full. They can just know that one. He better be player of the season. He can't go full. Well, the hijackers are back again. These guys are, behaving like a headsman. They never give up. Chelsea have outbid Liverpool for Romelu Lavia of Southampton as they submit a £47 million offer to trump Jurgen Klopp's men for top midfield target after the Reds made 3 bids, all under Southampton's £50 million valuation. Liverpool is gradually beginning to feel like Arsenal's Arsene Wenger's Arsenal back in the day. Chelsea in £48 million for Southampton midfielder Romelu Lavia after Liverpool had 3 bids rejected. Chelsea are looking to trump Liverpool to one of their top targets after they made a £48 million bid, including add-ons for Southampton midfielder Romelu Lavia. The Championship side have been holding out for £50 million and rejected the £46 million offer from Liverpool, their 3rd bid on Monday. Southampton, who agreed to sell James Ward-Prowse to West Ham for £30 million, also anticipate interest from Manchester United. In other words, they are inviting open bid from everybody. body. It's an auction now. It's no longer a closed bid. It's an auction from everybody. Well, let's go to Fulham and tell you what they are doing there. They're trying to revive something. Yes, dry bones shall rise again. Fulham revive talks with Manchester United for £20 million rated Brazilian worry boy midfielder Fred Obukowo Ajeriyo Okpubeko, with Eric Ten Hag keen to raise funds to bring in new recruit. Eric Ten Hag needs to offload some members of his squad to raise funds for new recruit, and Fred has been on for sale all summer. Fulham have said, okay, this is a good one, we like it, we're enjoying it, and we will come for you. Okay, so that's what they're willing to pay. With Manchester United accept, and Fred goes on to do well. Well, I think that letting Fred go, Manchester United might regret it, because he does come in some games and block some holes and make some opportunities for the team. Well, the shocking one is Chelsea are willing to sell the boy from Okitipupa. Yes, the guy who everybody said he's going to be the number one this season after letting Edward Mendy go, but Chelsea are prepared to offload Kepa Shegun Arrizabalaga after completing, Robert Sanchez deal amid interest for Bayern Munich as German champions. I-loan deal with option to buy. Now, I'm going to ask you guys this question. I'm coming back to the news. Is Robert Sanchez a better goalkeeper than Shegun Arrizabalaga? Kepa? You guys, what's your take on that one? Okay, and with Chelsea, who are hoping that the fact that they don't have European football to play, they don't have any distraction to crash the Arsenal and Man City title push and snatch it from them, would they be able to do that with Robert Sanchez? Robert Sanchez kind of remind me of Shaka Islop back in the day. Okay, for West Ham and the other teams that they play Portsmouth and the rest of them. Well, I need to hear your opinion in the comment section. Let me know if you're a Chelsea fan. Would you take Robert Sanchez over Kepa Shegun Arrizabalaga? That's what I need to hear from you. Chelsea completed the £25 million signing of Robert Sanchez from Brighton, while Bayern have been desperate to recruit in the position following the departure of Jan Sommer. So we shall see. Well, from talking about goalkeepers, let's hear the opinion of a veteran and solid goalkeeper, a goalkeeper who won the Premier League at the age of 29, and his son also, Kasper Schmeichel, Kasper the Ghostbuster. Okay, Kasper the Ghost, also the friendly ghost, the friendly neighborhood ghost. I didn't know that ghost was friendly anyway. Well, Kasper Schmeichel also won the Premier League at the age of 29. Coincidence? Anyway, I don't know, but it's also European winner with Denmark, and very, very good goalkeeper. Very, very, very good goalkeeper. Manchester United legend and Premier League veteran Peter Schmeichel, the Danish man, hit at an Arsenal boss, Mikel Arteta, over his decision to sign David Raya on loan from Brentford, claiming that too much competition for the number one spot puts a lot of insecurity in players and can create a bad atmosphere. Now, I am not going to argue against Peter Schmeichel. I've never been a goalkeeper in my life. I've been in football, I've coached, I've managed players and all that, but I've never been a goalkeeper. I used to think that having two top-class goalkeepers is good for you. So this is going to be my argument. I'm not arguing against him. I'm just placing my argument on the table. And I agree that 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 100 troops can stand side by side. Everything does not have to be, I disagree with you or I don't disagree with you. I'm saying that, what would it be better for Arsenal to have one top-class goalkeeper and then one very average goalkeeper that they cannot bank on, or to have two top-class goalkeepers that would compete for spots? What do you think about that? What Peter Schmeichel has said? Former Manchester United number one Peter Schmeichel has accused Mikel Arteta of jeopardizing the confidence of his number one goalkeeper with the signing of David Raya on loan from Brentford. Okay, so let's know what that is. Well, for those of you who follow the Women's World Cup, Megan Rapino, who is a retiring U.S. player, wonderful flamboyant player for the U.S. women national team, has broken her silence after the World Cup criticism as retired star praised the U.S. women national team. The 38-year-old has come under heavy fire for laughing following the penalty miss, the last act of her international career. Okay, with critics labeling her the epitome of selfish and diabolically arrogant. Jesus Christ. People can use words, okay? When they won the championship the other time, Everybody was happy with Megan Rapino. So powerful, they allowed her to call out the president of the United States of America. All of a sudden, these same fans who were happy last time out are now calling her diabolically arrogant. Now, let me tell you the truth about, and this is what I've always said about fans, okay? There are friends, and then there are fans, and then there are families. So these are three different categories. The families, you will live and die with them. Whether they are good or they are bad, that's your share. It's like playing card. Families are like playing card. You have to deal with you have to play with whatever the dealer gives to you, right? Friends, on the other hand, are people you can choose. Yes, you can choose your friends. You can wake up one morning and say, I don't like this way this my friend behave. This person is my friend. You can cut it off. You can cut your family off. They are still your family. But if you can cut your friends off and they're not your friends anymore. That's all. Then fans, okay. One of the things that I've said, and it used to get me into trouble when I was a brother, is that I don't give a hoot about fans. And people say, why do you say that? Because sometimes fans always want you to do their bidding. They want a puppet that they can control. Once you try to go out of line, fans are like France to Francophone African country. For as long as you're obedient and willing to do their wish and bidding and praise their club and speak their opinion, even if it is wrong, you're the greatest guy on the planet. The day you now choose to say your mind and say it the way it is, you are a bad person. So I don't really take France's opinion serious. That's how I find the balance in my mental health and in my space of life. People might not like it, but that's just me, okay? And I'm not in this job for liking. Anyway, I'm in this job because I'm good at it and I know it very well. Well, let's move forward. Premier League chief Richard Masters insists the Saudi Pro League is no threat to England's top flight, as he says English football has rich history and tradition. Culture and tradition. Okay, the emergence of the Saudi Pro League has paved the way. One of the stories of the summer transfer window after a number of Europe's most recognizable players were lured by huge wages. Well, if you look carefully, it is the English league that suffered the most, in the sense that more players from England have gone to Saudi Arabia than any other league in the world. So if he's coming there, he's called in business, in negotiation, they say that the one who is willing to leave the table is the strongest one. So that's what this guy is doing. He's like, you know what? We don't even care. The English league has culture and tradition. Forget about it. I lie. It's called bluffing. It's bluffing. But Saudi Arabia can call their bluff. Next season, Saudi Arabia can put in more money again and take them away. Well, that's exactly the conversation that Michael Emenalo had with Darren Lewis. I'm going to come to it later. Let me finish the Neymar talk. Neymar wants out of Paris Saint-Germain after failing to live up to his £200 million price tag. That's according to English media and all the media. He lived up, in my opinion, he lived more than up to it. Paris Saint-Germain didn't just put a good project on ground. That project was never meant to do anything even near remotely successful. That's just the truth. So whatever they say, I'm not sure they bought him and say, come and win the Champions League for us alone. They brought in Mbappe. You wouldn't say Mbappe is a failure. They brought in Messi. You won't say Messi is a failure. So why is everybody saying that Neymar is a failure? Come on, he didn't live up to that. Shut up. Come on. Get out of here. English press, I just say that so that all those linking into England, they know that they cannot deal with his drama. His drama will be too much, okay? Right now, English media need players that they can control, players that they can puppet, that they can control. Hey, sit down there, stand up there. Neymar comes with his own entourage. Like, you know what? They don't want to deal with another Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and that's who Neymar is in a different form. And you know that the English or the EU will do anything to keep Brazilian football. Anything. They will do anything to keep Brazilian football. So, attacking the poster boy of Brazilian football is always a good thing, because nothing that EU football fear like Brazil. They know that Argentina is one trophy in 20 years or so they can deal with Argentina. But Brazil, they don't like the fact that Brazil have 5 World Cups. So anything that make them rubbishes Brazilian player, it works well for them. Well, that's what they have to say. Neymar wants to out of Paris Saint-Germain after failing to live up to his £200 million price tag, as he couldn't deliver them the Champions League. And angry fans turn up at his home. So what does this future hold? Neymar is looking at all this thing. All the talk around the park, the process this summer has been centered around the future of Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi. Well, Lionel Messi is going and he's turning things around just because Lionel Messi came in. You know that all the stadium, 90% of the stadium or 95% of all the stadiums in America are on hybrid Astro pitch. But because of Neymar, everybody is turning off their Astro pitch and bringing in grass. Not just that, stadium that normally sell tickets to the tune of 300,000 and now begin to sell tickets to the tune of 4 million. Come on, away matches. That's the Neymar, the Messi effect. It's so powerful, right? Where they've let him go, Paris Saint-Germain want to catch in on Mbappe. Why? They've got a chance, but that's not going to happen to avoid losing him on the free. While Messi's 2-year stint at the club came to an end as he joined Inter Miami, the French giant have now been dealt another headache after Neymar informed the club, guys, I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. I'm not sure I'll be back. But story having that Neymar is interested in going anywhere. But the only condition for which he will go to Saudi Arabia is if they will loan him 1 season to go and play for Barcelona. I don't know if Barcelona agree because Barcelona are struggling right now to register Ike Gundogan. And the stories also come out that Ike Gundogan can work for free. And Mikel Arteta said if he work for free, we at Arsenal, we will give him a welcoming seatbed to come and play in our team. We'll use a private jet to go pick him up and bring it to come play for the Arsenal team. There is room for his registration and he will play for us. Well, let's hear from Darren Lewis as it hosted Michael Milan on the show, and this is what they had to say. Talk together. Let's get them judge a little bit, and then I'll come back and read your messages, your views, your opinion on all the talking points that we've had. Guys, be patient with us. We will be back.
Now, is there a world in which maybe the Saudi Pro League could enter the bidding for him before the end of the window?
The Saudi Pro League is set up to welcome everyone, including the likes of, the great Harry Kane. We're setting up the league and the infrastructure is around the league, and for families of players that are coming in and staff to be able to accommodate the likes of those kind of talents. Yes, there's no shying away from the fact that whoever is ready to come, no matter what their status is, we're ready for them.
The Saudi Pro League, when they made that bid for Kylian Mbappe, it was a sharp intake of breath across Europe, and it really was a sign of the economic power that they can enter the bidding for him. He didn't want to come, but is there a measure of almost a riposte to the idea that this is a retirement league, a league for players who are in their 30s who don't want to play competitive football anymore? Was that the thinking behind making bids for him, for Osimhen as well, and Nigeria international?
Well, first, I don't know if he doesn't want to come. Maybe he doesn't want to come now. I wouldn't say that that's been completely ruled out. He hasn't made it. I don't think he's made any clear statement to that effect. But again, just like in the case of Harry Kane and Ronaldo and Kevin, the league is open to everyone, but nobody is going to be forced to come to the league.
Jurgen Klopp this week has been talking about his concern around the Saudi influence. I want to quote him. He says that the Saudi influence is massive at the moment. Pretty much worst thing, that is the transfer window in Saudi Arabia is open longer than Europe. What's your response to that? What's your view on that?
Well, I think
is it the worst thing?
No, I don't think it's the worst thing, and I think there is. I've heard the word used that we're disrupting the industry, and my simple take on that is that we are disrupting the industry, but we're disrupting to enhance. We're adding value to the industry, and there have been other countries that have delayed transfer windows, and it doesn't matter. The players will look at the market with their representatives and decide where they want to go. And if Liverpool are unable to keep their players, it has nothing to do with the delayed transfer times of Turkey or Russia or the Saudi Pro League.
Jordan Henderson, the captain of Liverpool,
yes,
being able to acquire him for the Saudi Pro League, that's a real game changer. That did make people sit up and take notice. And particularly when you consider the European Championships are next year. Do you think it made a big statement being able to tempt him across?
Yes, every single marquee player that we've attracted to the league makes a big statement. Jordan, on a personal note, is someone that I've always admired. I tried to sign him when he was at Sunderland, Chelsea, because of his work ethic and his stamina. Yes, we investigated, but I had an idea for a different role for him, which the coach at the time didn't think he would be good at that role. But we wanted to bring him in. I've got to know him. I've got to follow him closely. He's a thoughtful individual, caring about all the issues, and I think he took some time to study and make this decision, as did Karim Benzema, Riyad Mahrez. So these are top level players that are in comfortable environment, that are already financially well to do, and they've made this decision because part of the competitive beast, as a former footballer myself, part of the competitive beast is the willingness to go and blaze a trail. Yes, again, there's always the economic incentive, of course, has to be there, but it's the willingness to go and try something and see if you can make a difference. And I think Jordan is in that category of wanting to go and see if I can help this league be something special.
Elected TV Radio, we dare to lead.
Yeah, you heard that conversation. It was beautiful. It's long, but I needed to take the time to get it. I didn't want to cut it and join and also put my voice in place of Darren Lewis. I need you guys to get the conversation very well. And for one, because as a Nigerian watching or listening, you have to also know that, I mean, I'm always here batching the class of 94 and a lot of the ex-footballers. I'm not batching them because I hate them, because that's what people accuse me of. Oh, you don't like a coach, you don't like. No. See, I'm a sucker for intelligence. Like the way my mom used to say that they will kidnap me, Mama will carry me with book. Back growing up in Warri, they used to say, only I say, this is a picky too, they read, now they make person the Chris. I don't know if you guys heard that growing up, but that's what I was told growing up. Like, oh, you read too much, they will poison the book, you go crazy, it will make you go mad. So I grew up, on James Hadley-Shea, John Grisham, Jackie Collins, Freddie Forsyth, Robert Ludlum, all of these great books, and then all the other ones, the inspirational one, the business one, the money one, the self-control, personal development books. I mean, I read every book. If you come into the studio, the first thing you'll see on your left as you turn it in is my library, my shelf. And I'm already, indoctrinating my children on the need to have your own personal library, read your books and focus on it, because therein lies your success and whatever things you would make in life. Like they say, readers are leaders. And so when I listen to intelligent people having a conversation, I just like to just enjoy the ambience and the beauty and the flourish and the class, though, that the conversation is exuding, and the information, every nuance of that conversation, every intonation, every inference, you know how they say, read between the line what you're saying and what you're not saying, and then both the verbal and the non-verbal communication side of things. I just love it, and that's why it's long. So I need to apologize to you guys for taking it that long. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Sometimes what is good is just what's here. And like I said, we have a whole lot to talk about. I've given you the news and all that. Let's jump into the rumors about transfer. I know that's what people want to hear. What's going on with my club? What's my club signing this Thursday morning? And then I'll come back to you guys. There's time. I'm not going anywhere. Yesterday, I've gone to school. Had a good time in my school teaching my children about leveraging on network, social network, personal network, character, behavior. It was nice talking to those children. They're close to their graduation. Next month, September 16th, they'll be graduating. So for 1 year, we've another group of 100 students that passed through us, and we keep doing this since 2015, and God has been helping us. And thanks to all of the people, our heroes, people like Ali Baba, Timida Kolo, Etinosa, Alfama Dema, my sister, a beautiful, amazing, gap-toothed, smiling younger sister, and every other person, Funny Bone, all the guys that have come in to help mentor these kids. God bless you all. Having said that, let's go to the transfer stories. I don't take your comment on my life for granted as well. Thank you very much. Whether you're listening on the app or listening on the website or listening on Instagram, watching on Instagram or YouTube, God bless you. Thank you very much. Having said that, please do want to invite your friends. If you enjoy what you're watching here, invite your friends to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's have this channel grow and grow very well. We've got a whole lot in stock to do if this channel grow. A lot of people that we could have interviewed. Take for instance, I could have done a Milan interview since, but we don't have the numbers to back it. At least let's get up to 100,000 subscribers, and then we could push for that one. Having said that, let's see what the transfer story is. Something I've received, I said that before, 48 million pounds offer, including add-ons from Chelsea for 19-year-old. Is it really worth it? I mean, is it going to come and be the guy that they need? I thought, and this is me, I thought that Ugarte would have been the guy to replace. Once they decided that N'Golo Kante should go, I thought Ugarte was the guy that they would have just come to buy. But that didn't happen, okay? Uncle Bode, good to see you here. Yeah, I was playing your interview the other day. Somebody listened to it and he said I should turn it into a script and send to him. And I'm not a writer like you. I just told him, I saw I'll play it again, listen, record anyhow you want, and then do your write-up. But me to go and sit down and write that thing, I'm not good. I'm good at talking, and that's why I stay in my lane. I'm not good like Uncle Bode, who is good at talking, good at writing, like Momini Alawa as well. I'm not that good. But it's good to know that I have mentors like that. Uncle Bode Oguchi, the Aston Villa man. And talking about Aston Villa, they seem to be doing well. They've got a great coach in Unai Emery, and the transfer dealings are good. They might make a push for the top four because it's not taken. Okay, let's go. Manchester United are hoping to reunite Benjamin Pavard, 27, with former France teammates and Red Devils centre-back Raphael Varane, who is 30 years of age, by making a 30 million euros, which is 25.8 million pounds, bid for the Bayern Munich defender. That might just add up to the money that Bayern wants to spend on Harry Kane. Like I said yesterday, I think it's a waste of money to put 100 million on Harry Kane. This is my take. I'm not hating. It's not like, because you don't like sports. No, yes, I don't like sports. But Bayern is not going to be guaranteed to win the Champions League. Let's be very honest here. Signing Harry Kane does not guarantee that, boom, Champions League is going to be won. I do not see that guarantee. And if you're going to pay 100 million pounds plus the 400 or 450,000 pounds a week that you will give to Harry Kane as salary, and then all you win is the Bundesliga trophy that you can even use your reserve players to win, what's the business logic in that? Since you have too much money scratching your hand and you want to spend it, I don't know. But Manchester United fans, Bayern Munich fans, you could say something there. This doesn't affect our contract anyway, so I'm still coming to Germany in October if I get my visa. Okay, Manchester United are also keen to bring Fiorentina's Sofian Amrabat, with the 26-year-old Moroccan midfielder available for 30 million pounds. That's cheap. But somebody asked me if I want Arsenal to sign Amrabat. I said no. Amrabat is not what we need right now, because sometimes Amrabat is not really good under pressure. The Premier League is fast. He's aging. It's going to go slow, and under pressure, if you give him a high press, like the kind of City press, the kind of Liverpool press, Genga pressing, he seems to like really, bump up the ball to the opposition. I don't think we need that kind of person in our midfield. We need players who can hold the ball, who can do what Fabregas used to do back in the day. We need people who can mingle, wiggle their way out of tight spaces like Sami Nasri, Santi Cazorla, Rosicky, and the rest of them. Man, that's not about some players, but all of them didn't win anything. So let's move on. However, Amrabat's preference is to join Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid this summer. Okay. Now, wow, one person is proposing, why the person that they're proposing to is already set to cheat. They will do DNA for this marriage. Man United don't go there. Paris Saint-Germain officials and Brazil forward Neymar will meet this week in an attempt to sort out the 31-year-old's future with a contract termination among the options. Okay, that would be good for Neymar. You terminate his contract, it means he's a free agent. He gets paid the value of his contract or whatever agreement you have with him. He takes the truckload of money and decide, hey, I want to play in Barcelona. I want to sign for Saudi club who will give me XYZ, pay me more than what they're offering. Osimhen. Oh God, I'm looking forward to that. I propose a termination of Paris Saint-Germain because you guys have been foolish. So terminate. Why don't you terminate Mbappe as well? Chelsea are closing in on the signing of Ecuadorian midfielder Moises Casado, 21 from Brighton, and keen to finalize a deal in time for him to face Liverpool on Sunday. Is it possible now? It's Thursday, he's going to do medical tomorrow, then Saturday. Well, I remember Ronaldinho was signed in the morning, and in the night he was playing. He didn't have to train with the team. He didn't do anything. He just signed in the morning, registered in the afternoon. 2 hours before the game, he was registered and he played. Ronaldinho's first contract with Barcelona, go check it out. You will see that's how the signing was done. So it's not going to surprise me, but let's see if that would happen. Chelsea Spanish goalkeeper Kepa Shagun Arrizabalaga, all the way from Okotikpupa, 28 years of age, is wanted by former Blues manager Thomas Tuchel. Okay, the Bayern Munich manager is asking that he gets to come to the Bundesliga team on loan. They've really found something wrong with Manuel Neuer, okay, as replacement for injured 37-year-old German Manuel Neuer. Okay, Chelsea have decided to abandon negotiations with Juventus over an exchange deal involving Serbian forward Dusan Vlahovic, 23, and 30-year-old Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku, your village people are working. Brentford and Spain goalkeeper David Raya, 27, is set to join us now on loan, with an option to buy next summer rather than an immediate permanent move. That's a smart one. If it doesn't do well, we cut him off. Arsenal have rejected £30 million bid from League One side Monaco for their 22-year-old American striker Folarin Balogun. Instead, Arsenal are considering offering Balogun and Japan fullback Takahiro Tomiyasu, 24, to Inter Milan in exchange for Italian midfielder Nicolo Barella, who is 26 years of age. Well, not a bad idea, Sha. West Ham are rivaling Burnley for the loan capture of Chelsea Dutch left back Ian Matheson, 21, who spent last season within some company side as they won the championship title. First team to win the championship title with 100 points. Yes, the least goals considered, least fouls considered, least corner kick considered, everything in the positive for them. Well, Burnley also want to sign Manchester United Spanish fullback Alvaro Fernandez on loan after the 20-year-old impressed at Preston last season. Wolves are expected to complete the signing of West Ham 33-year-old English defender Aaron, not Wan-Bissaka, but Aaron Cresswell before the transfer window closes. Brighton 19-year-old Paraguay forward Julio Enciso is a target for Italian champions Napoli. Bournemouth are set to hijack Leeds United move from Norwich City's English right back Max Aaron. This guy's been in the news since he was 17. One time Bayern wanted him, Arsenal wanted him, Tottenham Hotspur wanted him, but he's still where he is. Leeds winger Wilfred Gnonto, who is an Italian, but a black man, does look more like an African than an Italian, is asked to be left out of their lineup to face Shrewsbury Town in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday as the Italian 19 seek a move out of the club. Brazilian forward David Washington, 18, is close to completing a move to Chelsea, with the Blues paying Santos 13.8 million pounds and an addition of 3.4 in add-ons based on performance. That's the story. Now let's come to you guys. I mean, what's a show without you guys? What's a live show without the audience? Come on, the audience is the juice, the peak, the zenith. You guys are the Illuminati of the community. Okay, let's take it from the Illuminati. Okay, visuals by Z says a whole lot. Okay, don't worry, just ready. I can give you my one on that. Chike, good job. Your analysis is always spot on. Thank you very much, brother man. And Creator Idealist, good morning. The season is upon us. It is really upon us. I can feel the energy, the cosmic energy, the centrifugal and petrifugal forces working. Oh, my science student are looking at like, what is it saying there? Come on, this guy is a science student. Yes. Madu, say good morning, boss. Elevator one watching from Oshodi. Yeah, Oshodi. Okay, how you guys doing in Oshodi? What's going on there? How is MC Luomo? How you guys doing? Madu 19 Kepa, I will take over Sanchez. Hey, top dog. Talk by Akimoya, one of the best midfielders to play in this Nigerian league. Saviki, Victor Malalu, he say, I will Kepa lack compose. He is a shaky daddy. Okay. He said it is always difficult to have two world-class goalkeepers at club level. One of them would always want to walk away if he is being benched. Well, the two goalkeepers at Arsenal will not be classified as world class yet. World class is not just something you give to people. So world class, let's talk about world class. Thibaut Courtois is a world class goalkeeper. Alisson and Henderson, they play for world class team. Henderson, I can't say Henderson is a world class goalkeeper. Peter Schumacher on his day was a world class goalkeeper. Even Kasper Schumacher, is in that class, but he's a backbencher in the class. Ike Casillas is a world class goalkeeper. Edwin van der Sar is a world class goalkeeper. Gigi Buffon, okay. I mean, he's the emeritus, okay, Professor Emeritus of the world class goalkeepers. Dino Zoff back in the day. Some of you don't know who Dino Zoff is. Let's say we forget about that one. There's no African goalkeeper that I can put in that world class category. They all off puffed and off and not consistent at the very top level. So so put that Arsenal goalkeepers in the world class. They never enter class. They never get and reach yourself. David Raya, I don't regular goalkeeper now. That one a regular goalkeeper is not a world class goalkeeper. Ramsey just went to the school. He walked past the school to go and try to toast the babe, but the babe didn't come out of class, so they see. So he went to the school of world class. He just passed by. He didn't even get admission. He didn't pass the gate. He just passed by. Was blowing whistle. Passing by. That's it's not like he's a world class. So Arsenal have a world class goalkeeper now. Peter Cech. No, there are two Peter Cech. There's Peter Cech, the one that played for Chelsea. And then there's Peter Cech Jubri, the one that was cloned and given to Arsenal. That's a different one. That's the Jubri. That's the Buhari Jubri. And there's the Peter Cech, the general. That one is world class. One that played for Chelsea. So we have to understand all this side of the conversation so that we don't get it wrong. Okay. Creator Jale say, I kind of agree. Arsenal had their goalkeeping department in order. But we have learned to trust the man called Arteta. His process is adding up. I agree with you on that one as well. His process is adding up, and I honestly like his process. I wouldn't lie. I like his process. It's hard to impress me. I'm a very difficult person to impress in that regard, but I kind of agree with your position, Creator Jali. David Sarah _405 says, I love your program. Keep it up. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, David Sarah said from New York, USA. You're not sleeping right now, baby girl. It's 3 something a.m. or so. You're not sleeping. You working night? Okay, thank you very much for joining all the way from USA. Okay, Mr. Sugar One, he said this Emmanuel is full of sense, man. That guy is brilliant. He's freaking brilliant, and I love brilliant people. You know how it is with me. Okay, Mr. Sugar says, see the administrative class that Nigeria won't employ. It's not like we can't employ him. We do not have the environment. Listen, so there are certain templates and positions. Let me give you a good example. So this radio station, there are certain people that I would love. It's like saying I should go and employ Moses Praise. I don't have the environment where he will work. I can't even pay him in the first place, but beyond paying him, this is like shit for him. I'm not raining on my own parade. I have something going here. But we're not there yet. It's like, because Dangote have a lot of cars, you say go and employ Lewis Hamilton to be his driver. It's not going to work. It's not possible. So that's where Emmanuel is. Emmanuel has put himself in a place where it's like saying Luton Town should go and employ, because they're all in Premiership, should go and employ Pep Guardiola. That's not going to work. Pep Guardiola alone is currently more expensive than the whole Luton Town and all whatever project, whatever team that they have, the whole entire team. So that's where Emmanuel is. It's not really about Nigeria anymore. It's just that the son have grown bigger than the father. You know all this talk of okra they grow as the owner. Humans are not okra. Sometimes, you grow beyond certain level. Okay. TJ District say, well done, boss. Well done to you too. It's going to be great season in Europe. TJ joining from Redeem Camp. Okay. Redeem Camp. The cost traffic for that express road. Oh, yeah, I say Arsenal should not start the season without cover for Saka. Although I say Arteta trying to use Vieira, the season is going to start without cover for him. Without cover, Arsenal is not going to unveil anybody between now and Sunday. I'm sorry. So between now and Saturday 12:30, it's not going to be a new player unveiled. I'm going to people on YouTube and see. I'm getting a little bit I'm trying to rap like Ludacris or Busta Rhymes. I tried it yesterday. My daughter said that police would have arrested me and locked me up in jail if I pursued a music a career in music. My 9-year-old daughter, Rookie, that's what she said. And that if you had pursued a career in music, police would have arrested you and locked you up because your music would have been virus, would have been killing people. It's not good. You don't know how to sing. Stop singing. Just focus on your sports. That's what a 9-year-old daughter that I brought into this world, take care of, feed, told me. Like, nobody can be more savage than that one. I know I gave birth to my mother. So when my daughter talks, I just know my mother has come back to life. And that woman, she haunted me while she was here. She's coming again in the form of my daughter. But this time it's a loving one anyway. All the love that she didn't give me when I was her son, she's not giving it to me when she's my daughter. I understand. Mommy, I see you. I see you. I see you. Mr. Sugar One, he said, "Elegant no verse, but what if Maguire fails medical?" Hi, Jesus. These are witches from your father's house. Mr. Sugar One said, "Are you sure she's really 9 years old?" Yeah, she's 9 years old. She was born in 2014, so she's 9 years old. Yeah. Divine Tokay said, "We did hear the wait." This was before the show even started, and he said, "I can't imagine that we bought him thinking he was going to be a leader in the team. Lukaku didn't deal professionally or maturely with his time under Thomas Tuchel. Maduka Austin, he said Lukaku has become a real ability that nobody wants to carry again. His adboss with Tuchel is doing him harm." Maduka Austin says, "At the World Cup, Lukaku was terrible with those misses. Tamiyu Temitayo, don't worry. In a few years' time, he will sit with Gary Neville. Gary Neville is the guy that saves everybody's career. He will sit on the overlap and say he was going through mental problem. He was taking drugs at the time. He bought some fish from fresh fish from Kogi that they could not cook and he could not done. No matter how they crank up the fire. You know, there's a myth about a river in Kogi where the fish cannot be cooked down. Okay, so that's the fish that Lukaku ate, and it's still fresh in his stomach. You know, I was growing up, they talk about one fish like that, one snake like that. That if you cook the snake, okay, you cut the snake and you cook it, 12 o'clock snake. Say he wakes up by 12. If you cut the snake by 12 o'clock, he will still shake the pot. Are you mad? Like, I don't get it. But I mean, elders were talking back in the day. Who are you to talk? Saviki say, "Wow, so you also believe in reincarnation?" Yes, I do. I do seriously do believe in reincarnation. Yeah, I do believe that. I don't believe in it. I'm not caught up in all this religious nonsense, everything that people bring about religion. I'm really Afrocentric, okay? Any religion that comes in and try to make everything about my culture, my people, bad, I don't think it's a good religion in the first place. So I'll sit where I am and sit and hold up to all this mumbo jumbo religious beliefs. And every day the religion keep looking ugly and dirty evil. So let's not even talk about religion. Let's focus on the story, okay? Tamiyu Temitayo says David Moyes still have his English football airball mentality. Likes of Zuma, Ogbonna, and now Harry Maguire are strong in the air. Like you said, Moyes is treading on early sack. I've said it before. A guy might get the sack. He might get the sack. And Divine Tokyo say, if Rihanna's words, oh nah, what's her name? Marika has to say, Ose, is that Bendel insurance jersey you are wearing? Yes, with all sense of pride, the pride of the nation. Ada Bendel. Yes, I'm wearing Bendel insurance. You know, I was born in Benisha. Some of you know I was born in Benisha. I was born in the Oba's Palace in Benin. Yeah, so in case you don't know. This Oba, when I was growing up, I used to call this guy Uncle Solo. That is the Oba. I was going to Benin and I went to go and see him. I went to go and see Uncle Solo. And it's I shouldn't call him Uncle Solo again, ever. That's okay, sorry. Oba took my head. I want to call Polo. Uncle Solo, if it's Uncle Solo, I know him that's like growing up. But the elders, the chiefs, don't call him Uncle Solo again. Call him. Okay, sorry, sir. I want to call Polo. Yeah. Tiamiyu Temitayo says that Robert Sanchez is good but not better. I think they are only managing the wage bill. I also think so too. I think that they're trying to cut down the wage bill. But I can also say, bros, which kind of name you give Fred so? Okay. Divide okay. He said many Chelsea fans already want Kepa to go, and the floor is already being prepared for Sanchez to succeed him. It's goalkeeper coach is already with the team, and Poch super trainer is waiting to help too. Right? I agree with you from that angle that you brought it from. And since he had that problem with Sarri, to come out and not come out, that drama have undone a lot for Kepa and Zabalaga. Sometimes people say that football is a game of second chance, but I just noticed that people don't forgive in football. They pretend like they forgive, but they don't. They choose to forgive who they want to forgive. They play God a lot. I will bless who I will bless, and I'll curse who I'll curse kind of situation. That's what they do. Oh, when it's Dele Alli, let's give him multiple chances because he had psychological trauma growing up. Shut up. Get out of my front. Get out of my front. Come on, shut up. I don't understand what nonsense you're saying. Okay, so I think I agree with you completely on that one. But I was say I still think that Robert Sanchez is better than Kepa. Kepa was just way expensive than Robert. Sanchez is an EPL proven keeper. Okay, I'm not gonna argue this one. Oh yeah, where have you been? It's a good morning, guy. I prefer Robert Sanchez. He's taller and better to Kepa. He's prone to conceding from long range shots and set pieces. Okay, until you give Sanchez the kind of defense that Kepa have been playing with, who understand. Patrick Ramona says, good morning, people. Good morning to you, brother, man. Great guy who's been helping us a whole lot. Thank you very much for being a pillar of support for us. Monica also says, all those goals that Kepa considered from long range, Robert will deal with it. Kepa is shooting as well than Robert. Okay. The season is about to start, so I think I would my FPL team. Let me go and sign Sanchez. Then let me go and remove one of the goalkeepers, the Liberian goalkeepers that I signed, and go and sign Sanchez. I want to take people's word for it. Jamie Demetako says Chemichael can air his opinion. Arteta is doing what's right. Who should step in when Aaron Ramsey gets injured or burn out? This United team in their days always have two strong goalkeepers. Leave us alone. Peter Schumacher, Arsenal fans are telling you, leave us alone. Manuka Austin says Saudi Pro League will never be a threat to the EPL boss. Chinese League came and gone, and so also will the Saudi Pro League story. EPL has come to stay. I'm not going to argue this over you. I'm just going to stay on the side and tell you that my brother, Habibi, Saudi Arabia have more money than anybody. And they are not China. They're not looking for world power. They're not building. No, Saudi Arabia. They just you realize that they started the contract. They started the work, the groundbreaking on the wall. That wall, that thing that they've been advertising. They started work on it. Hey, we are here doing palliative and doing 8,000 naira for people that nobody. I'm not seeing anybody that have received that. I beg if you have received that 8,000 naira that they are giving, please let me know. And please tell me what you use it for. Just let me know. Just comment on the comment section. I can see people sharing link on WhatsApp. Anybody that share it to me, I just ask them, you don't collect your, why you they offer me link to go collect 8K? What I want to do? You never reach 1 gallon of 25 liter. Because that's how I judge life now. Everything about my life now starts with that 1 gallon. Because that's what I burn every single day here. And it's 18,000 naira. And plus the other things that you need to buy. Okay. Let's keep it going. Torre Falanga. That Nigerian name. Torre Falanga. He said, what about Victor Osimhen? Do you think will surrender to Saudi Arabia temptation this year or in the next future? I think that there is so much money there that, again, Victor Osimhen, I don't have an opinion. Wherever he decides to go, I'm going to support Osimhen. He's my boy. I'm going to support him. I think that almost everybody who's been analyzing Osimhen and this temptation of the Saudi League have not put themselves in Victor Osimhen's shoe and say you're 24 or 25 or whatever your age is, and this is what you're going to be given, and you're from Africa, where the whole community needs you to help them. I mean, you don't want to be on my DM, not to talk about Osimhen's DM, right? And as broke, as poor as I am, and the kind of thing people demand on my DM, like sometimes you feel like one day I will cut my ear and go and use it to do. I'm going to be kind of, it's time for the sacrifice. Let's make some sacrifice so I can take care of all these people, not even my family now. So it's hard to turn that thing down, to turn that money down. I just think that once Saudi Arabia trigger the payment for Napoli, once that side is sorted, I'm not sure Osimhen can say no. I'm not sure. I'm not saying he will not, but I'm not sure he can say no because that money. When Jesus say yes, Osimhen cannot say no. When Saudi Arabia say yes, nobody can say no. Yeah, no. Other Jordan Henderson when he fight against represent ambassador for Rainbow People, they even go Saudi Arabia. Okay, now. I'm waiting. Okay, Maduka Austin said Neymar was a failure in PSG for me. Okay, I like it with the caveat for you. I pray Chelsea doesn't make mistake of signing him. If Neymar is going to come to Arsenal, if Arsenal can pay, I will be glad to have him. I say, first off, that Chelsea team, there's nobody on Neymar's level. There's nobody in Chelsea right now that can lace his boots. And you say he's a failure. You say you don't want him. You know what it means to have Neymar. Well, having Neymar in your team is like what it meant when Arsenal had Thierry Henry or when Chelsea had Drogba. My brother, don't let anybody deceive you. Say Chelsea doesn't make the mistake of signing him. He shouldn't come to EPL because no, talk for Chelsea. Don't talk for EPL. Neymar lost it when he left Barca. At the time he left, he never lost nothing. I will throw parties if he can. I'll do giveaway if Neymar comes now. Here's the Patrick. He says Chelsea fans don't want Neymar at Chelsea. Whoa. Is there a better player in your squad? Okay. End of the matter. Here's the Patrick. Say Zlatan was like, in my opinion, although always dropped banger in interviews. Okay. Okay. Eze Patrick Sebaka always finds a way on registering their players. Last year with Koundé and Co, they found a way. Yes, there's Travis Green in Baka. He would always make a way. Michael Eleta, say good morning, bros. Good morning to you. If Maguire, Fred, and Van der Beek goes, and United signs Amrabat and another central defender like Todibo, how would you rate their business? Okay, so their business, if that happens, that it will be good business, but I still think that the primary thing that Manchester United needed, they didn't get, is a striker, a center forward. They didn't have a center forward last season, and that's why they huffed and puffed. It looked like they're pushing for the title, they're close to it, and then all of a sudden they faded out. And then they've got to sign a 20-year-old boy who scored 9 goals last season. It wasn't a double figure. Now they say he have a cracked spine, okay? And then the medical excuse is this thing happens to young people within the age that is in from 15 to 20 to 22. Well, let's agree. So it's not going to start playing for them. You're going to be dependent on Omayamala again, Rashidi Yakini. Sorry, Rashidi Rashford. I'm not sure I can rate their business well. I think that they misplaced their priorities somehow, and that's why I'm counting them out. Manchester United is supposed to be one of those teams that I should be counting on to say they would compete for the title this season, but they didn't get a center forward. I'm sorry, titles or championship are won based on goals scored as much as you try to defend very well. But their business is above average, but not great. That's my own thought about it anyway. Lord Mayor say, Eze Patrick, your heart to take if Chelsea hijack Lavia from Una. Okay, then they tell you somebody take her to Eze Patrick. There's somebody take her. See the shaker when it comes. So hijackers have come. The Premier League headsmen from West London are coming, and your farm, your Lavia farm, is not safe. They are on your path. They are on the way to your farm. Michael say good morning, my brother. Good morning, and to the house as well. Good morning to you, bro. Lord Mayor say I see Moise Caicedo stay in Brighton. This is I think Chelsea will sign him. Once Chelsea sign Lavia, I think Chelsea will sign him. Lavia is a player for the future. It's not a today player. Lavia is not the DM that you want to bank on. Come on, it's good, but that's where it ends. It's good. Chelsea at the level of Chelsea needs great. Lord Mayor, who be Lavia? That's what Eze Patrick said. Eze Patrick went on to say Jurgen Klopp don't collect Woto. Again, there is this rumor that Jurgen Klopp is planning to walk away from Liverpool. I'm not taking it serious, but Eze Patrick, how would it be for you if Jurgen Klopp were to, do a Lupitegu on Liverpool? Because it feels like the club is sabotaging him. They're letting players go. They are not signing. They're collecting money. They are not signing players. I don't know, but I think that Jurgen Klopp, you brought this upon yourself. I remember when you started, you were the one who was saying that you at Liverpool, you don't like the idea of people signing players with big money. You should manage what you have. Now do what you have. Okay, you put yourself like that. I like Pep Guardiola. He doesn't come and tell you that I like cheap players. No, you want result, give me top quality players, spend big money. I would give you the tactics. That's not my business. Is not to sign players. It's you that will sign them, but sign good one for me. Don't go and sign me like better and expect me to perform as a Wenger magic. I'm not a magician. I'm not a miracle worker. I am a coach, and I like that. Okay, let me just say, Eze Patrick, who una go sign for DM? Well, I'm waiting for Eze Patrick to answer that one. Eze Patrick said, I think we will get Lavia, but if we don't, then so be it. We're not going to get a move. Eze Patrick said, do this to the season, and Wolves don't know their manager. No, they have. Gary O'Neill is their manager now. I tip them to be in the relegation battle this season. Them and Luton Town and probably Everton and maybe one other team should be the people that will be marrying that position of the relegation. Owoye says, boss, so I've been around and always listening to the show. Thank you very much. Listening on the app. Okay, thank you very much for that one. And then Eze Patrick, no, I think I've read that one. Eze Patrick wanted to say, those guys just want to build heaven on earth. Visionary leaders. Okay, Lockmayer says, Al Nassr attack force is looking cool. CR7 and Mane partnership is like brotherly bromance. Okay, I like that use of words. It's very fine. Divine Tokoye said that Chelsea FC fan is speaking for himself. Many of us want Neymar at Chelsea. The only obstacle, as we have heard, is Poch, who wants younger players to work with. Divine Tokoye went on to say Chelsea FC will be signing Lavia and Caicedo soon. Bali go soon fuel in jet to make move. Poch is mounting some pressure already, hence the surprising move on Lavia yesterday. Medical has to say, can Chelsea just close this Caicedo deal and move? I'm getting tired of it already. So if you were an Arsenal fan under the Wenger days, what do you for the feel like? Or you're a former Arsenal fan that became a Chelsea fan. Eze Patrick say, if he comes out and give even a 3% hint that he will leave Liverpool, they will give him 500 million in January. FSG can afford to lose club. Funny enough, you lose club, you go and get coaches like Steven Gerrard or coaches like Frank Lampard, coaches like Kukbeyeke coaches, Tapioca coaches, all those coaches like Agbamulele coaches, all those Agbakara coaches who don't get level. Now I will get eventually. Okay. It's about to say Chelsea fan. But I also say I prefer Chelsea sign Kudus. Hey, stop it. Don't be playing near the player that Arsenal wants to sign. Kudus than Olise. What is your take on Olise? So I'm one of those players that is not really one of those people that is not really fascinated by Olise. My friend and brother Simcard had a bet with me since that this guy will be the next best thing after Jesus Christ carried the cross of Calvary from Owerri to Calvary. I'm still waiting. I mean, the virtue is a patient man. I'm a very, very patient person. I'm still waiting for him to prove me wrong because there are players that Simcard said would become great. Gallagher, Conor Gallagher. I just said, Simcard, that's why you're a comedian. You're not a football analyst. You like football, but you're so comedian. Conor Gallagher, Michael Olise, Iberichese. I'm waiting. All these players that play one good game in every 10. That's not good players. They're just small children, average players. You know, Mason Mount, all those Mason Mount, Conor Gallagher, Michael Olise. Shut up. That's not average players. When you talk about teams players that will command top team and make things happen, that's not it at all. That's my talk. As a say, club helped them save a lot. It is the reason Liverpool is so valuable right now. They would rather sell the club than to let him go. Then they should give him money to sign the players because the value of the club will also come down when they stop making the Champions League for like consecutive seasons. Go and ask Arsenal owner, eventually they will not spend big. So they should give him money to spend right now. But I say, make Arsenal go sign Olise and leave Kudus for us. Who is Olise? So Olise, I don't fancy Olise at all. He is not better than Kai Havertz. So if we already have poison Charles Kai Havertz, we want us to add Olise to her. I will get Eddie Nketiah. I will also have Larry. What did they worry? You know, so you hate us, Rich. And Vieira will be say get potential, but he need the shop well, so you never get muscle. And guy, calm down and help Arsenal small. Chelsea can go 10 years without winning anything. Arsenal, this is the 20th season without winning the title. Come on, give me a hand now. Give us a hand. What Chelsea should be doing is helping us to win the teams that are supposed to be our competition, and then they lose to us home and away, and then lose to some other team so that we will be up there and win the title. It's a Patrick. Say this guy is calling Gerrard and Alonso. Them not be club mate. I beg. I agree with you completely. Okay, I agree with you on that one completely. Madagascar, he say, who is better coach between Alonso, Xabi, and Gerard? Xabi, Alonso, Gerard. I think the funny thing is, I will pick Xabi Alonso. I don't rate Steven Gerrard. And Scotland is not the place for me to rate anybody. That's why I'm looking at Tottenham and I'm saying to myself, as a shitty club, once again, I've gotten a shitty coach. As a Patrick say, I just think club needs to put pressure on the owners. They will sit up beside the plane, will fly in the first game at Anfield, and FSG out. There is pressure mounting. Owners don't care about that pressure. Arsenal fans do pass like that. Arsenal fans, they do pass like that. That pressure they do, and I may get my business. They do say what to do. That will not be issue for owners. It not be issue at all. Not even nearly be issue. Okay, so final messages from Instagram. I got no verse, but what if Maguire? Okay, if you fail medical, you go back to Man United now. I see that Aisha, she's 9 years old. I think I don't pass that place. TJ District, he said Moyes will be thinking that after selling a leader in Declan Rice, he needs another leader in Harry Maguire. I pray he doesn't lose his job. No, he will lead them to relegation. Leader and leader, and it depends on where the lead they go. Baba J 619, he said Chelsea have Sterling to so them think they don't need Neymar. Who be Sterling? Raheem Sterling. That guy that cannot give account of the past Sterling that was spent on him. I beg you. Baba J 619, he say, what's your rate on Arsenal transfer this window? They've done well, but I think that they still need 3 more players. They need a player on the right in Kudus. They need another midfielder as backup for Odegaard, and then they need a center forward. Unfortunately, they've not done that. So they've done well. They've not done bad, but I think they should do more. But the Glazers did not budge. And that's true. This is not a budge on us. It just looked like, to them, it'd be like miscreants. It'd be like, all this miscreant, just the got small money, go rent play. Go buy the club. If you really feel like you want to be the owner of the club, go and buy the club. Go and put 6 billion down. Gather money, do go fund me. Gather money, buy the club. I mean, that's possible. That happened with Crystal Palace some time ago. So we're gonna go contribute money by the club. As Patrick say, I just think club needs to put pressure. Okay. On that note, this is where we'll pack our bags and baggages and go. Thank you very much for being on the show. Thank you very much for your comments. You made it easy for me to be on the show this long. God bless you. My name still remains Idafe Matthias. I'm going to love to come in the Lagos Town Sports. That was again tomorrow, Friday. Friday is free for all, and the league starts tomorrow. So everything goes. I'll try as much as possible to do all the research that I can do, and we would have a great show tomorrow. Bye-bye, and have yourself a wonderful and absolutely fantastic day. I love you all. Bye.
Talking sports, Maguire, and I am the greatest. I love listening to Elegbete TV radio for undiluted, unadulterated. It's probably replicated, but still not.